Hey guys, this is Brent from the Beaver Builder team, and we posted a little bit earlier on the blog today that 2.0 is coming. We're gonna have an alpha build of 2.0 in a couple of weeks, and so I just kind of wanted to make an informal video and kind of show you guys what we've been working on. We'll definitely be doing deeper video content and explainers on how various things in 2.0 work. But here's a quick look. So the UI's gotten a little bit of a visual refresh, but we've sort of kept the toolbar. We've moved some things. So there used to be in 1.10, there's a tools button over on the right side. We have moved that to what we're calling the tools menu. And so what this does is you can always see what you're editing. So if you were to, like right up here, you can see, are you editing a page, are you editing a post? If you're using the new Beaver Themer plugin, you'll see theme layout up there, and then you'll see the title of that page or post or whatever it is that you're working on. And when you click it, you'll open up the tools menu. So all of the kind of meta functionality that we had in tools is over here now. You can get to your global settings and layout, CSS and JavaScript over here. We've also got some new stuff. So as you can see down the side here, we've got key commands on some of these. And so if I wanted to open up global settings, instead of going over to the tools menu, I could just hit U, and there's my global settings. So there's a few things like that. You'll also see a few new items. So we have a preview mode that will allow you to test your layout in different sizes and also make sure that hover states and kind of interactive elements are working properly. And then we also have support for revisions, and we'll get in a little bit deeper on how revisions work later, but just basically it's the underlying WordPress revision infrastructure, and we're just surfacing that. We also have a little item here for changing the UI brightness. Basically we have a dark mode now, so when you switch back and forth, you can, depending on your site, you can have it in light mode or dark mode. Couple items down here at the bottom. We've also moved the help content into this menu, and then we have a new item here for WordPress admin. And so here we can get to a couple of the screens in WordPress that we commonly need. So if I click Edit Page, it'll open a new tab, and it'll take me to my page details. If I were to click on Manage Templates, it'll take me into the admin area where we mess with all of our saved templates. So just some handy stuff to kind of get around. And that's pretty much the tools menu. So one of the other things we've done is we've kind of consolidated the templates and the content panel together. So used to, there was a templates button up in the top right, and now we have the content panel. So there's 4 tabs across the top. We have our modules, we have our rows. You can see the columns have a nice visual, so you can see quickly find what column group you're after. We have our templates here, and then we have any saved modules or rows underneath the Save tab. You can also get to some of this stuff through, you'll notice all of the titles for each of these has a little drop down. So one of the big ideas that we wanted to do in 2.0 was give people a way to organize their content better, because the content panel was just exploding with stuff. If you bring in another plugin like PowerPack or like Ultimate Add-on, you'll see lots and lots of modules. And so we wanted to give people a way to do that. So in any one of these tabs, you'll see a drop-down that organizes the types of elements that are available. So for example, here we have our columns as our first group, and then I have an example plugin that is adding some row templates. So you can see the row templates with all their thumbnails, and if we want to drag in a row template, yeah, you get that. So we've done a lot of work around getting this organized, and in general you'll see kind of the stuff that's built in, any add-on plugins that you might have installed, and then anything you've saved. So saved rows, saved templates, that sort of thing. Templates kind of follow the same idea here. We don't have any add-ons that are adding templates here, but we have the things that are built into Beaver Builder, and then we have some stuff that we've saved. One of the nice things in the Save Templates tab is if we want to save the current template that we're working on, we want to save a new one, just give it a name, hit save, and now we have that template. We can go edit it, we can go to another page and use it, whatever we want. That's pretty much how the content panel works. Dragging modules in works exactly the same. If you do see a module here that maybe the name is a little bit too long, and you just hover over it, it'll scoot over for you so you can see the whole thing. The other thing we have specifically with modules is we have search. So if you're looking for a module and you can't remember, we have kind of reorganized the modules into smaller groups that hopefully make more sense. But if you can't find the module you're after, you can just come up here and type it in. And here you can see I typed in menu, and we have a menu module. There's also a WordPress widget called custom menu. And from here, you can just drag them right into your layout. Okay, so that's pretty much the content panel and search. The other thing that we've really worked on, and you can see it happening right here, is we wanted to make Builder more aware of what's happening in your layout. And so right now in 1.10 and previous versions, whenever you hit done, it's going to ask you, do you want to publish? Do you want to save a draft, which is really just don't do anything because we save everything all the time. Or do you want to discard your changes? What 2.0 does is if you haven't made any changes, it won't ask you that because you haven't made anything that needs to be published. So what's going to happen here is if this button is blue like it is right now, it's going to spring out and say, do you want to publish or save draft? Okay. And when we do that, we published out. Now you'll notice that we didn't refresh the page. We just dismissed the UI and brought in the WordPress UI. So because of that, we can now go back to Page Builder and get right back into the Page Builder without having to refresh back in. And you'll see that the Done button now is gray because I've come back into the Builder, but I haven't actually changed anything. So now if I were to click Done to get back out, it would just exit the Builder and I can go right back in. So it's more aware of what's happening. And if I were to change something, like maybe this, then you can see it saved it, and now I have edited changes and the button is turned blue to tell me that I've got something that I need to publish. I'm going to publish that back out. And again, really fast to get in and out of the Builder. The last thing I want to look at is you'll notice a drag handle on the outside of this single column row, and we haven't had that before. So what I'm actually doing there is adjusting the row width. So we have a way for you to adjust the width, or in this case the max width, of a given row. And you can adjust it all you want to whatever your max width. That will actually correspond, if I go here to my row settings, you'll see a new field for fixed width, and this is referring to the max width on just this one row. So you still have the global width control that you had before, but now you can get more granular when you have a particular row that you want to be more narrow or wider, but you're not necessarily using full width. That's all I've got to show for you right now. There will definitely be more. You can look out for Beaver Builder 2.0 Alpha 1. That'll be in a couple weeks, and we hope you guys like it. Thanks.